Unit 6, Marketing. I am Isha Kulkarni, Electronics and Telecommunication Department, EICT, Pune. Let us get started with understanding the agenda for this unit: marketing definition, consumer behavior, marketing management, modern marketing management or digital marketing, introduction to supply chain management and customer relationship management, finally, a case study on marketing. When we say marketing, we always think about, or there is a notion about marketing in our society. Marketing as a social exchange process, and we also think about marketing as an organizational function. What marketing is: when we see someone talking about something or some company promotional campaign, and that time we say that the company was marketing its product. We see a salesperson pushing his product to us, selling an insurance policy to us, and we say that he is marketing. These are whatever we see or whatever we think of marketing. These examples are the outcome of marketing as a process. In this unit, we have to go about marketing as an organizational process. The marketing processes that we spoke about, that a salesperson pushing his product into the market, or the discussion about an advertisement of a product, all these are at the very end of the marketing process. Now, what are the requirements of these sales and promotional efforts? The study behind this end result is nothing but the organizational process called as marketing. Let's get the basic definition of what marketing is. Marketing is a social managerial process by which individuals and groups obtain what they need and want through creating, offering, and exchanging products of value with others. So it is a process of satisfying the needs of customer or consumer. It starts with the identification of needs and wants of the market and continues till the needs and wants are satisfied. What are the basic goals of marketing? Attract new customers by promising superior values and keep growing the current customers by delivering satisfaction to the present customers. What is market basically? It is an actual or nominal place where buyers and sellers meet to trade goods and services. So again, how can we sum up marketing as? It is total system of interacting business activities designed to plan, price, promote, and distribute want satisfying goods and services to present and potential customers. It is an activity set of instructions and processes for communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners, and society at large. The old way of marketing was making a sale was nothing but telling and selling. And the new way of marketing is satisfying customer needs. What are the core marketing concepts? Here we can see 5 core concepts. Why do we call these as core concepts? This allows us to understand the marketplace, examine the customers, and understand why a customer behaves in various situations. So the first of the core concepts is needs, wants, and demands. The marketing pundits, gurus have examined the customer, the marketplace, and the way it behaves in various situations, and thus identified the core concepts. First is need, wants, and demands. What exactly these concepts are? The most basic concept of fundamental marketing is that of human needs, means it is a feeling of deprivation, that is a feeling left behind with a person that I do not have a certain thing. The person feels deprived of a particular product in the market. Basic physical needs like food, clothing, warmth, and safety, social needs, belongings, and affection, individual needs for knowledge and self expression are needs of human. Wants are like Wants are needs shaped by culture and individual personality. The forms of needs and which are shaped by the culture and individual are known as wants. Every human being requires food, but what form the food is required depends upon the cultural beliefs and social attributes of an individual. One person may like a burger or a hot dog, another may feel like having French fries. Individuals, culture, social features shape the wants. With buying power, wants become demand. Means when they have the power to buy, that in case is the money part, when they can successfully fulfill their wants, then the wants turn into demands. These are backed up by the buying power. Consumers perceive products as a bundle of benefits and choose products that give them the best bundle of their money. For example, Toyota means basic transportation, low price, and safe fuel economy. BMW means comfort, luxury, and status. So now your need of the hour is to have you want to buy a car. It is your need. You feel deprived because you don't have a car. It becomes a want when you think about how to travel, say to your workplace, and move in your say city. So you want to buy a car, and according to your buying power, you will decide whether you want to buy Toyota or you want to buy BMW. People demand products with benefits that maximize satisfaction based on wants and resources. Best marketing concepts go to great lengths to learn about and understand their customers' need, want, and demands. Next, market offers including products, services, and experiences. Consumers' needs and wants are satisfied through market offerings. Market offerings are some combination, mixture, or blend of physical products, services, information, ideas, or experiences offered to a market to satisfy a need or want. Example of market offerings are everywhere, from Coke's Open Happiness advertisement to simple banner on a web page. Market offerings are finding you no matter where you go, online or offline. For any sellers putting the best blend of offers in a market, the offering is the challenge. Many of them make the mistake named marketing myopia. What is it? Paying more attention to the specific products they offer than to the benefits and experiences produced by these products. They forget that the product is not only a tool to solve consumer problems, but market offerings that gets results for the sellers, puts the consumer needs, wants, and demands first. Value and satisfaction. Consumers usually face a wide-ranging array of products and services in forms of market offerings. Means there is no one single product present in the market that may satisfy a certain need. Now, how do they choose among these many market offerings? A consumer always forms expectations about the values and satisfaction that the various market offerings will deliver and buy them for that reason. Consumer value and customer satisfaction are key building blocks for developing and managing customer relationships. Marketers must be careful to see the right level of expectations. That is, overcooked or undercooked market offerings will not help the marketers capture value in return of customer satisfaction. Customer value is the difference between the values the customer gains from owning and using a product and the cost of obtaining the product. Customer satisfaction is the extent to which a product's perceived performance matches the buyer's expectations. If the product's performance falls short for buyer's expectations, the buyer is dissatisfied. But if the performance matches or exceeds his expectations, the buyer is satisfied. So successful marketing process depends on matching customer expectations with the company's performance. Customer satisfaction is closely related to the quality. Quality has a direct influence on the product performance and hence customer satisfaction. This TQM, or the process of quality management, which targets total customer satisfaction, was already discussed in Unit 2, Quality Management. You may again refer to TQM, that is Total Quality Management, which stresses on the point total customer satisfaction. Next, exchange, transaction, and relationships. Marketing occurs when people decide to satisfy their needs and wants through exchange relationships. The exchange is the act of obtaining the desired object from someone by offering something in return. That is, the marketer tries to bring about a response to some market offerings. By this, the marketers try to build and maintain profitable exchange relationships with the target audiences interested in an exchange. Marketing takes place when people decide to satisfy needs, wants through exchange. It is an act of obtaining a desired object from someone by offering something in return. Like exchange has many benefits. Like people do not have to depend on others and they must not necessarily possess skills to produce everything they need. Suppose I need a car, so I cannot start manufacturing a car on my own. I have to depend on others for manufacturing a car, bringing it to the market, matching it to my desires and wants, and then success. If the marketer or the person who is selling the car should be able to catch me as a customer, he should be able to brainwash me that how that particular car is suitable for my needs and wants, and finally his marketing strategy should match with whatever personal requirements are. This is, and then I should be able to exchange my value for money for that particular car. Each party must have the desire to deal with the other party, and each must have the freedom of accepting or rejecting the other's offer. This is nothing but exchange. Whereas exchange is the core concept of marketing, transaction is marketing unit of measurement. Transaction is a trade between two parties that involves at least two things of values, agreed upon condition and a time of agreement and the place of agreement. In a transaction, one party, that is say party A, to another party uh, to another party and gets B in return. So it gives A and it gets B in return. That is for, say, for buying an LG washing machine, you pay 25,000 rupees, okay, and for a 4K, you buy, you give 25,000 rupees and you get an LG machine. This is typically monetary transaction, but all transactions do not involve money. Like if there was in previous days barter transaction, like one might trade an old swing machine and in return get a second-hand furniture. So this is exchange and transactions. Transactions lead marketers gradually to relationship marketing. Now, what is relationships in case of marketing? It is a process of creating, maintaining, and enhancing strong, value-laden relationships with customers and other stakeholders. Marketing extends beyond creating short-term transactions. They have to build long-term relationships with customers, distributors, dealers, and suppliers. The operating assumption is build a good relationship and profitable transactions will follow. Like say, uh, say for years together, uh, you were you are say new into, um, you bought a new house, okay, and then you start decorating the house. Say in a year, you in one financial year you buy a double door refrigerator. You go to a particular shop, say Vijay Sales, and you tell them I'm your customer, and they give you a good deal. You're very happy with his or their services. The salesperson explains to you everything. Your wants and demands are satisfied. You buy a refrigerator and you're happy. So 6 months down the line, you think of buying a washing machine for your new house. You again go and you speak with the salesperson over there in the same shop. You go there and you tell them, yes, I bought 6 months down the line. I had bought so and so thing from your shop. Now kindly give me a deal. They give you deals and you are happy with the services offered by a particular person. This may be brand related or this may be some shop related thing, but the relationships are built and you are satisfied with the services that they provide. Markets. Now, what market is? The concepts of exchange and relationships lead to concept of market. For creating these relationships, marketers must search for buyers and their needs, design good market offerings, like say there is a festival now, say Gudi Padwa. You know that people are waiting for this auspicious day and they will come to your shop and they, if such an event is caught, people are ready to buy new items, may it be for domestic use, may it be for industrial purpose. But if you design good marketing offerings at such an event, you organize an event, you publish, you you give your advertisement in various uh, various uh, places, then you can find a good deal on that particular day. Set prices for them, promote them, and store and deliver them. Activities such as consumer research, product development, communication, distribution, pricing, service are must to stay ahead of competitors in the market. Traditionally, the term market refers to the place where buyers and sellers gather to exchange their goods. So a market is a set consisting of actual and potential buyers of the product. The size of the market depends on three things. First is the number of people who demonstrate the need, have resources to take part in the exchange, and are willing to part with these resources in exchange for what they want. Marketing efforts are undertaken for controlling markets to bring about profitable customer relationships. So, what is basically selling versus marketing? Selling is a concept related to pushing into the market, and marketing is pulling into the market. This selling and marketing is further explained by supply chain management, which is the last point in this unit. So, let us discuss selling versus marketing in detail when we discuss supply chain management in detail. So how can we conclude the concepts of market? The concept of market ultimately leads us to concept of marketing. Marketing is the task of managing markets to create exchanges to satisfy human needs and wants. So what can we remember is marketing as a process by which individuals and groups obtain what they need and want by creating and exchanging products and values with others. What are modern marketing systems? Marketing involves serving a market or of the end user in the face of competitors. So all the factors in the system are affected by major environmental forces, which we will be studying in the next part of Unit 6.